Now, welcome back, gentlemen. Here we've got a blue-pilled simp debating Myron in the streets of Miami. Let's see what he has to say. Do we agree with Myron or do we agree with the blue-pilled guy? Let's watch.
Why do I think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it's biology, bro. A woman's peak years is, around that time.
Peak as in what?
Everything, her fertility, her youth, etc. Like the things that make her most attractive, she's gonna have that in her young age.
So like what makes some women more valuable at 24 versus 30, 32, 34?
Would you prefer
Their youth, their fertility, the less emotional baggage, the fact that she's unlikely to be a single mother at 24 than she is at 32. Yeah, there's a lot out there. You got to date to really open your eyes to these things as towards, oh, this is really what I'm dealing with. Like if she's 32 and she has at least 50 guys, she's never fixed any of those relationships. She only talks down on those guys, and she talks down on every single relationship. She has bad habits and bad friends that have only been cemented over time. Yeah, if you don't grow up and realize, hey, dating younger women gives me a lot less emotional baggage than dating older women, you're not really out there in the dating market. You're probably an incel at home behind a computer, and you've never really spoken to women or even got to a point where you have standards and you know what you want and what you're looking for in a woman.
4-year-old girl or a 24-year-old girl?
Well, it depends on where you're at, right?
Well, I'm asking you, would you prefer a 24-year-old girl or a 34-year-old girl?
Personally, I'm like 26, right?
Yeah.
So like
So you want 24?
24 is okay.
Yeah.
But like, duh. But like, generally speaking, like, if you're just an average man, like, why would you prefer 24 over any age?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of reasons, but I mean, older women typically come with problems.
Like divorces, children, etc.
Yeah, come with baggage.
Okay.
You're right. That might f your life up as a guy. So, as a dude, it's not your job to,
Now,
say.
you can see it as your life up, but what some guys will do is they will say, oh, this is the responsibility. This is the duty that you must look forward to if you're going to provide and protect this single mother. If you're dating a single mother, you as a man have to understand, if you're going to put a ring on that finger, you are inherently responsible for that child. You are responsible for raising that kid. You are responsible for caring for that kid. You are responsible for disciplining that kid. And that's where things are slowly going to start falling apart. When you start to realize, oh, I can't discipline this kid because the kid is not mine. Especially if the father is still in the kid's life, but he only gets to see him 2 times a week. Guess what is going to create a huge animosity between you and that other father. You don't know who that other father is. You don't know the decisions or the relationships of the single mother, of the relationship she has with the baby daddy, and you're still choosing to marry her. It's silly. It comes with a lot of issues that trickle down over time and will affect the relationship.
Someone who made bad decisions prior to you.
Okay.
So, and older women typically, a lot of the times, if they're still single, have made bad decisions, which is why they're single.
Okay. So let's say you're like a 35-year-old man with an amazing career and everything, and now you want to settle down.
Yeah.
20 under 24,
Sure.
a 10-year age gap.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
What about the women that want to live their life until they're 30, 32, 35?
Define living their life.
Okay, they get their degree. Maybe they get their master's. They're 26.
Oh, be whores, you mean?
No.
That's what that means.
Pause.
Be whores.
So, okay, 18 to 22, they get their bachelor's. 22 to 24, they get their master's.
And what do you think girls are doing when they're in college?
Okay, well, what do we all do when we're in college?
Yeah, but men and women aren't the same.
Okay, well...
Her being a slut in college is not the same as you being promiscuous in college at all.
Okay, well, that aside, I'm not going to go through
No,
that.
that's important.
Okay, let's look
Because
at
that's what it's important to understand that reality, because that's what you're investing into. If you're the successful one and she's marrying you as the successful one, as the breadwinner, you are quite literally signing a contract that is giving her 50% of that. If you have a child with her, you are essentially also signing a contract giving her 50% of that. Why would you want to invest in a 35-year-old when you can invest in a 24-year-old? If you're in the position to do so. If you're not in a position to do so, you have a mentality of, you know what, I'm just going to deal with what I've got. I'm going to have the one-itis. Then that's fine. Cope and settle for less. It's entirely up to you.
But let's say a woman that's 24 with a master's degree
Yeah.
is developing her career, is traveling around the world,
Yep.
and wants to have those experiences. Like, why is that? Why 24 though?
Because she's taking less dick. If I'm going to be very,
So a woman that's
direct about
taking
it.
more dick is less worthy than a woman that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
A woman's value.
That's where their value is based in, right? Because think about it. The guy who gave her dick, what kind of trauma did that give her? Women, when they get together, they always speak about the men they've been with. That's why single women perpetually keep women single. Wake up! Wake up!
Breathe air. Ultimately tied to her sexual partner count. There's a reason why virgins have been wanted since the beginning of time.
Versus a man that's had the same amount of partners.
Yes, a man that has 100 partners is not the same as a woman that has 100 partners.
Why?
If I meet that guy that has 100 partners, he's doing something right in life. If I meet a girl that has 100 partners, she's doing something very wrong in life.
That's kind of like a double standard.
That's life.
Yep.
Men and women are not held to the same standard. Right now, you can walk into this bar. Do you think girls are going to buy you a drink when you walk in there?
No, of course
No,
not.
right? And more than likely, you'll have to pay to get in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the women don't have to pay to get in.
Well,
That's
that
precisely my point. There's a double standard with everything in life. So there's certain benefits that women get that we don't, and there's some benefits that we get that they don't, and that's one of them. So yeah, you agree?
Hey,
No worries, man. Good discussion, brother.
Damn. That was a great. He was respectful. He was calm. This is how men need to lead other men, right? These are the kinds of questions that men with that equals mentality is going to have. That liberal guy. We call him blue pill because he hasn't, he's living in the ignorance is bliss kind of world. I just believe what society has told me. I believe all women. I believe their pain and their suffering, and I want to help them. But you haven't put yourself in a position to actually do so. These women aren't coming to you. You're constantly chasing them. The more time you spend chasing women, the less time you're going to spend self-improving on yourself. That's why it's best in your 20s to just lock in and focus on your skill set, focus on improving yourself, focusing on looks maxing, gym maxing, finance maxing, skill maxing, building that a solid brotherhood, while at the same time having a little bit of game, collecting a little bit of numbers, building these relationships, seeing where they'll lead to. Which girl wants to stick by your side and which girl just wants to come by in the good times and leave when things are tragic. All right. It's on you to be able to understand what kind of standards you have for the women that you want to be with. That is what it means to mature as a man. Getting out of the blue pill mentality and starting to get into the red pill frame. I am acknowledging the truth. I accept the truth. I acknowledge the truth. And I will act in a way that is going to minimize my risk and put me at an advantage rather than a disadvantage. That's the best way to live life. And that's how you improve 1% mentally, physically, and emotionally every single day. Let's look at some of the comments here. He's 26. He still needs the dogma unprogrammed out of his brain. He'll learn by early 30s. If he doesn't make the mistake before then, yeah, hopefully he will. Some guys don't have standards and just want to be losers so bad. You see, you can tell a man who doesn't have standards ultimately speaks like the guy right here, the undesired guy, the egalitarian guy. The I want to split 50-50 guy. If men and women are the same, why aren't they being drafted in Ukraine? The street simp needs to learn about pair bonding. This is what I like to see. Myron curing the simp epidemic. Can respect that, brothers. Now, don't forget to join me and follow me on Instagram if you want to see more. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Don't forget, guys. If I provided you with any sort of value, entertainment, right, or something that you could actually apply to your life, drop a like on the video, all right, or subscribe.